going around throwing bags of cash at incoming Trump administration officials. Those look like dirty political setups and stings. Now, I assume he didn't take the cash. I surely hope that's not what happened.
I sure hope that's not what happened. He would deny it, but Jesse Watters is leaving the door open for the possibility or even likelihood that Tom Homan is guilty of soliciting a bribe of $50,000, of soliciting not one bribe. We only know of the one so far. But Jesse Watters on his Little Five show last night on Fox News left the door open. He says with his mouth one thing, but if you read between the lines, if you listen and parse out the language, the specific language that he chooses, the words, they have meaning and they say a lot. Watch this very brief one. We'll talk about it and we're going to move on to the longer one where he really spills the beans about his doubt of the innocence of the mushmouth dildo with ears, Tom Homan.
But I always think I'm in trouble.
Me too.
There's no evidence that Homan ever took any bribes, but there's a mountain of evidence that the Biden family did.
It's so stupid. There's no evidence except for the video that the FBI has in its possession of Tom Homan taking a bribe. No evidence at all, but there's a mountain of evidence that he just can't list. There's never a scintilla, an iota, anything. There's not a molecule of a story, of a shadow of a story that's ever told about what this evidence is against the Bidens. Because remember, James Comer promised for the forwarding of a criminal complaint to the DOJ, which never came. That was a sham investigation, and it was called that from the very beginning by many people. We knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. We knew it would result in no evidence or charges whatsoever. And that's exactly what happened. It was but a distraction. And we do have evidence against Tom Homan. It's just in the possession of the DOJ. It's just in the possession of the FBI run by Kash Patel. You think the same organizations that can't release, that refuse to release the Jeffrey Epstein files that contain Donald Trump's name in record number, you think that's the same party that's going to make sure that Tom Homan is held accountable? Please. Now, that was very certain language that he used there. As he went on and started to explain, you realize he's not quite as confident as he would like you to believe.
Because it looks like what the Biden DOJ was doing was going around throwing bags of cash at incoming Trump administration officials. Those look like dirty political setups and stings. Now, I assume he didn't take the cash and not report it to the IRS. I surely hope that's not what happened. But I don't trust the DOJ to not be dirty under Joe Biden. But you can tell that that's what they're doing. They're going to hammer this sting hard next time they take power.
I sure hope that's not what happened. Listen, there's an easy way to not get caught up in a sting, in a situation where they're throwing bags of cash at you, is you don't accept a bribe. You know how many times I've accepted $50,000 in cash in a kava bag? And I've been caught on tape doing it. Well, none of that has ever happened. I've never accepted money. I've never been caught on tape accepting money because I don't offer bribes. I don't offer to steer government contracts. I don't break the law. I don't traffic in these circles of impropriety, of illegality. And Tom Homan does. And the reason Tom Homan does is because Donald Trump does. And it's a follow the leader atmosphere here. The fish rots from the head or whatever saying it is. This is what's going on here. And even Jesse Watters isn't fully believing the story of the administration. And how could he? There's an organization out there, there's a Twitter account called Home of the Brave. And they put together a mashup that encapsulates what I've been talking about for the last several days. That it's so easy not to believe these people because every single one of them has a different story. All they got to do is come up with one narrative and stick to that. Instead, Tom Homan has a statement that wholly disagrees with Caroline Leavitt, whose statement disagrees with Pam Bondi's, whose statement disagrees with J.D. Vance's, whose statement disagrees with Kristi Noem, whose statement disagrees with the mind-withered Donald Trump. Watch this. It's like 2 minutes long, but it really puts in perspective the reason that not only you don't believe Tom Homan, but even Jesse Waters does not.
They said that you took $50,000 in cash in a bag from an undercover FBI agent to help them win government contracts in Trump's second term.
Look, I did nothing criminal. I did nothing illegal. And it's hit piece after hit piece after hit piece.
Mr. Homan never took the $50,000 that you're referring to.
I do want to go back to Homan. You know, there's a tape, right, with Mr. Homan? I mean, first of all, is there a tape that has audio and video of the transfer of the $50,000?
You would have to talk to Director Patel about that.
No, I'm talking to you.
I don't know the answer, Senator.
Tom Homan did not take a bribe. It's a ridiculous smear. He did not take a bribe. Did he accept $50,000? I'm sure that in the course of Tom Homan's life, he has been paid more than $50,000 for services. The question is, did he do something illegal? And there's absolutely no evidence that Tom Homan has ever taken a bribe or done anything illegal, which is why he's working in the administration.
I'm asking you, did he accept the $50,000 that was caught on the surveillance tape? Did he accept that $50,000 or not?
George, I don't know what you're talking about. Did he accept $50,000 for what?
He was recorded on an audio tape in September 2024, an FBI surveillance tape, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money?
Accepting $50,000 for doing what, George? I'm not even sure I understand the question. Is it illegal to take a payment for doing services? So I'm actually not sure what the precise question is. Did he accept $50,000? Honestly, George, I don't know the answer to that question. What I do know is that he didn't violate a crime.
So you don't, what was caught on the tape, you're saying right now you don't know whether or not he kept that money?
I don't know what tape you're referring to, George. I saw media reports that Tom Homan accepted a bribe. There's no evidence of that.
So thank you to Home of the Brave for putting that together. Putting little videos like that to look like, oh, that would be super easy. It is time consuming. So thanks to that group. I have no idea who they are. I don't know who runs it, but that was a great video that really encapsulates it boils it down to its most basest level. So it's easy to understand in just a short period of time. And again, can you blame Jesse Waters for having his doubts? Anyway, what do you think? Where am I off base? You can tell me in the comments below. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. Please, I'd love to hear from you. If you want to help support this work, I would appreciate that very much. You can become a channel member. Click the join button below this video on YouTube, or go over to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I think I do good work. I think I provide value. And if you agree, help support this work. I love and appreciate you very much. I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine and take care of one another. The headlines obviously talked about the passing of Trump's big, beautiful bill. But did you catch what the headlines did not make note of? This same beautiful bill hands over nearly $40 billion of our tax dollars to ICE per year. This is more money than most countries spend on their entire military. And we're granting it to our version of the secret police. Despite raids on the increase and Trump's near constant mention of deporting U.S. citizens, much of our mainstream media has avoided talking about this funding increase. Or worse, they have twisted the bill's language to frame this spending as good for the citizens of the United States. This should be the biggest story in America right now, and it's not. And look, you'd be naive to think that this is anything other than by design from the GOP. Tools like ground news are an essential part of your news consumption for examples just like this. By gathering the world's news in one place, organizing it by story, and then analyzing just how far right, how radical each unbiased source actually is, Ground News will expose blind spots like this ICE funding, and it will give you more context than you can get anywhere else. Shouldn't we be learning from history? We have seen Trump's playbook before, and the comparisons to regimes of misinformation and terror are alarmingly plentiful. Ground News will help you stay ahead on immigration, the economy, or simply bring your attention to stories missing from your newsfeed. Both Ground News' app and their website are smarter, more reliable ways to access the news unfiltered, to stay informed in the face of MAGA wanting to keep us in the dark. Scan this QR code or head to ground.news/Dollemore now to score 40% off the same Vantage plan that I use, which gives you unlimited access for just $5 per month. Or simply click the link in the description below to begin saving big. The right is absolutely banking on you to be uninformed. Stay ahead and see all the news with Ground News.